Hey guys, welcome to Performance Cars. Before we get into this video or episode, I just want to show you guys what an animal did to my DC5 last night. So I parked the DC5 here as usual, and it looks like either a fox or an animal tried to jump up onto the fender. It slipped a couple of times, look at that, and then it managed to get on top finally. You can tell that it must have gotten somewhere around there. And then it trod along all over the top of the car, onto the spoiler, and then ended up slipping down the rear bumper as well. I mean, whatever you are, either the cat or the fox, why didn't you do it to another car? Why didn't you do it to the S15 or the covered up S2000 over there, or even my friend Thompson's JDM EP3? Okay, that's a bit mean, I shouldn't have said that. But anyways, today I will be doing a couple of things on Thompson's JDM EP3 before we do a review on it. Now, the car was sat for about 1.5 years. It had its engine rebuilt. It's now running a crazy 270 brake horsepower, and that's NA, which is really good. It's only 2.1 litres now, I think it is. But let's have a look around before I show you guys what I need to do on it. Before anyone mentions or comments, the aerial is missing because he took it off. He covered it, but we had really windy conditions yesterday, so that blew off and I just literally scrunched it up into a ball and left it there. But onto the JDM EP3, looking really good. Genuine Mugen front splitter with the carbon radiator duct there. We have a carbon fiber bonnet as well, and I'll just show you guys the inside here. So this is what it looks like now. Grub-M intake, you can see that Skunk 2 intake manifold, K-tuned fuel rail, and yeah, there's just a couple of bits that needs to be done, like all these clips are missing, which I have for him inside. And also I think he has to change the light bulbs onto the center console as well. So whoops, his alarm always seems to go off even though I unlocked it. But anyways, I went to Honda, I picked up some genuine bulbs for him, which are here, and obviously those clips as well. So I'll be showing you guys how to fix that if you have the same problem. Now, there is an item that I purchased for him from Japan, which I can show you guys. This arrived not too long ago, and it is the brown box sitting on top of the chair there, labeled Spoon Sports. So he wanted the monocoque caliper, which if I focus in on that, you can see all the codes. And we also went for refurbished rear calipers as well, because they are known to sticking on the EP3, and whilst we were here we might as well change them all. So there's one left and one right one there. Also got some Goodrich braided brake lines as well, and some brand new disc and pads. So I'll be changing those brakes, the calipers, the lines, the brake pads, the fluid in a separate video fairly soon. But today I'll be concentrating on the interior, those little small clips, and then we'll see if we can go for a test drive later on. The last time I had a look at this car, which was 1.5 years ago, all the clips were present and accounted for. So it seems like they've just kind of disappeared over time. I don't know how that's possible. Yeah, look, these are even the wrong ones here. I mean, I don't think these are the correct ones. Anyways, we are going to replace them with these genuine Honda items, and they fit perfectly as always. These screw-in ones are so annoying sometimes. Okay, almost done. Just have one more here. We'll just replace this broken Honda one. And I think his bonnet holder strut is also broken as well. So we're going to change that, get rid of it, and give him a nice new one. There we go, all sorted. And onto those center console lights. So the light behind here, that one's blown, and behind here I think there are two, and the bottom one's blown as well. Now, to get off this first one, you want to take a 14mm spanner, loosen it, twist off the gear knob, and then obviously the nut as well. After that, you should be able to dig your hands inside back here and just lift it out. Now, don't lift it too much, because look, you can tell by the previous owner or whoever tried to do this last that he bent it a bit too much and it's sort of stressed the plastic there. So just pull it out. Oh, I just heard the alarm go off. Have to unlock it again. So yeah, as we're going back, you just want to give it a bit of pressure, not too much, and it should come off like so. Now behind there are a couple of wires that you need to detach, like the hazard switch and the 12 volt, which just comes off like so. Now there is the alarm there, it's flashing green. When it goes red, that means that this alarm is armed and the alarm will go off. So I've got to keep an eye on that. You might see me pressing this alarm switch quite a few times. Now the next stage to get off that center console bit is to remove the glove box or lower it, and there should be one screw at the top there and then one screw at the top up there somewhere. But with this one, I just realized that it's already been taken out and whoever did it last didn't replace it. So it's literally just prying it off like that. Sorry, the alarm is going off again. And just work your way upwards and just be careful about it. Now looking behind here, let me undo these plugs first, and then after I'll show you guys what they are. So there we have it guys, the center console is removed. Now there are 3 plugs at the back which you have to remove. You don't really have to remember where they go because they are self-explanatory. The 2 green ones up here, that's 1, that's 2, and there's a 3rd one which goes to the AC and what is it? The rear heated screen controls. So that's it, and obviously remove the plugs for the radio as well. Now earlier when I said that you should remove the 2 screws, they are actually the screws that go here and obviously to the reverse side as well. So yeah, this one's obviously been taken off and it hasn't been replaced. So that's that. Just gonna remove this radio as well. Right, we are going to do the easiest bulb first, which is this one down here. You can just about see there is an indentation for the screwdriver, which I will try to get out by turning it anti-clockwise. My screwdriver doesn't really fit, but that's it. It's now loose. You can just pat it out and that's it there. It's looking a bit blown. Let me just focus in on that for you guys. Yeah, you can see that there's some brown marks, so it is blown. You can see that at the top as well, but we'll replace that with a brand new Honda one. And here we are. Look at the difference between the 2. Obviously one is much whiter than the other. Just going to literally place it in and use that screwdriver and turn it clockwise and it will lock in place. Even gives you the indentations for when it's locked and unlocked. Done. So the next 2 bulbs for these ones, you do have to remove them from the back. It's just a case of removing the 2 or 3 screws, the golden ones that you can see here. Keep the screws safe as well, you don't want to be losing them, otherwise just like the case for this, you'll be losing it and well, you won't be able to put it back securely. With all 3 screws removed, you now have to remove the knobs. It's a simple case of pulling them towards you and they come out nice and easily. Maybe not the last one, it was a bit stiff. Oh, so that kind of dropped out. And this one is like the similar one, just simply locking it in and releasing it. So you can see the indentations there, lock and in. Literally put your screwdriver in and just turn it. Do the same for the other one. And then you should be able to pat them out. So there you have it, the 2 blown bulbs. And replace that with the 2 new Honda ones. Simple case again, just slot them in. And just turn them clockwise. Obviously reinstalling everything is just a reversal of what you did earlier. Not forgetting any of the screws that you put in. There's not a huge amount anyway, so you shouldn't be too lost. But if you are, you can always go back in the video and just see where you went wrong. All the knobs are now replaced. And if you guys with the JDM EP3s, you may not notice that you have the auto or the temperature on your temperature controls there. So this is just something different for the JDM version. And one thing I did notice is the bottom one, you actually need 2 bulbs rather than 1. So that's the one I replaced, and I realized that there was another one there. So when I spoke to the Honda parts service guy, or whatever you want to call him, he said that he only needed 1. So yeah, make sure you order 2 guys. I'll leave all the part numbers in the description below for you lot. Just tightening up the gear knob now. I am a bit disappointed with the Honda parts so-called specialist. He did say that there was only 1 bulb behind here, but in reality there were 2, and he was correct in saying that there's 2 up here, but he got this bit wrong. So now not only do I have to call him, order another one, wait for another day or 2 for the parts to come in, but it means that I have to open it all up again. So it's a bit disappointed, but you know what guys, let's start this engine up. I'll let you guys hear it. So you guys can finally hear the JDM EP3 all started up and running. It is a Toda exhaust there, and it is fairly loud upon startup, but it does quieten down after it's warmed up a little bit. So it's got those lovely Defi dials there as well. They're all working nicely. And on the engine bay, well, it does sound good. Sounds very healthy. And there's quite a lot of sucking noise from the scrap end as well. Even when I put my hand here, I can feel it. So that is awesome. So I can't wait to get the brakes fitted onto this JDM EP3. It will be so much better than what it is now. Now before I do that episode, I will take it out just one time, just to show you guys how, well, the difference between the brake setup of it now and once everything is back on. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out our website for some merchandise. I'll see you guys soon. Hey guys, thank you for watching right to the end of this video. As you guys can tell right now, I am on a ferry. Now, I accidentally took the memory card which I have been filming on with me to France. Well, that's where I'm going to now, because I'm going to go to the Le Mans 24 hours. So unfortunately I wasn't able to leave the memory card for Crystal to edit all the other videos, so you guys unfortunately will have to wait until I get back, which is next Tuesday. So I'm really sorry about that guys, but I will try to keep you guys updated with some photos on my Instagram page. So don't forget to follow us at PerformanceCars 2.0. Thank you again for watching, and I hopefully will get a lot of cool footages for you guys down at Le Mans 24 hours. Take care, and I'll see you guys soon.